Hello everybody, it is Tonia from DollyDayzNursery, and I have a blanket reveal. Indeed, this is a very special reveal, and I'm just so excited to be able to share him. Well, you know by the blue that it's a boy, and I created him. Not a reborn. It's not vinyl. Well, it's not silicone. It is a baby that I sculpted from clay. So I am very excited to have him finished. He's been sculpted, baked. I have his head all attached on and baked again. He doesn't have any color yet, so that's something I'm going to have to work on in the next couple of days to get him looking realistically like a baby as much as he can be. But anyway, I just cannot wait to share him with you. He's just a little tiny itty bitty. There he is, little boy. There he is. This is actually a washcloth, and it's big enough to be his blanket. This is who I call Dory. I cannot believe how much work goes into sculpting a baby. Something this tiny, and then on a larger scale, like a newborn size. Oh my gosh. Mind you, I would love to be able to do a newborn size, but, you know, we have to remember that we need to start somewhere anyway. So I was, I had this on my mind for a while, but when I got the clay to, do you remember when I did my Grinch and I made the muzzle to go over his face to make him look more like the Grinch? Well, I had a load of that clay left. So I decided one day, you know what, I'm not going to keep putting it off. I'm going to give it a try. I was in contact with Chenza Dolls, and I just have to thank her for the encouragement she gave me. And the first face I sculpted, I sent her a picture, and she told me I did really well on that. The more I looked at it, well, I knew that I had to build it up more and everything, but one day I looked at it and I'm like, yeah, I'd like to do the lips different, and I'd like to do this different. So I tore it all apart. And the great thing about this clay is that you can just keep reusing it. But I did take a picture of it before I dismantled it. And then the days after that, I was trying and trying and trying, and it wasn't working out for me. I soon became a bit discouraged over that, and I just, you know, tossed it all aside. Mind you, I didn't have the proper tools. I was improvising. I bought a manicure set, and so these items for pushing back, I guess, the cuticles and everything with your nails and everything. That's like a, well, it's not silicone, but I guess it's a hard or rubber type of tip, and it was kind of similar to one of the sculpting tools, so I used that one. Then there was this critter. I didn't use this part here, but this part ended up being kind of useful. So, but the most, oh, my flash just went off. because my battery is a little too low, but that's okay. We will continue. And then the most useful tool that I had is this one. It's actually for, well, most people that I know use them around Christmas time with, you know, the full nuts, the hard shells and everything, and there's a nipper that comes with this, and so it crushes the hard shell so that you can use this. It's called a picker, and you pick out the nut out of the shell. So believe it or not, that's been the most useful tool that I had with this part here. Great for the smoothing and the picking, I guess you want to say. And then also the end was kind of useful as well for the indentations and stuff. So that I need to invest in some tools if I'm going to do this again because it was a struggle. But anyway, nonetheless, we have Dory. And so because I kept trying, I was thinking about Dory, you know, like the Pixar movie, Finding Nemo and Finding Dory. Well, Dory's philosophy is just keep swimming, of course. Well, just keep trying. That's basically telling me don't give up, you know. So anyway, let me show you. Here he is. Now my light is even worse, but sorry for that. But I just wanted to get a video done and uploaded so that you could celebrate with me over this little guy. So I call him Dory. Actually, the name was a suggestion from my mom, and then the more I thought about the name, I thought about Dory and the just keep swimming philosophy, and so yeah, that's very neat. Really ties in well with learning to sculpt, learning to reborn. All of it is just so. It was fascinating doing this, and when I got to doing the ears, I was like, okay, you know, it's like doing eyebrows. It's probably easy enough to do one eyebrow, but when you have to do the second eyebrow to match the first eyebrow, it's challenging. So anyway, let me see here. I'm trying to reach around my tripod. But anyway, this little guy needs to get some color. He needs to get some clothes too. This I was trying to make a little diaper for him, but anyway, I pretty much ruined everything that I cut up, and I need to figure that out more. But this is the toe of a sock that just came to me, you know. Well, I just cut a little hole on it for each leg, and let's just see what we got here. So his little back, you can see some of the wrinkles and indentations of ribs, and I didn't want to do him too smooth because, you know, like a real body is not perfectly smooth, right? So, and I know that, you know, with practice and tools, you learn how to smooth all the areas out. So he's not perfectly smooth, but he does have his little toes. I don't know if that would... He has his little toes, and I even gave him like nails and everything, which was kind of hard because I didn't have the tools. And let me tell you, those little piggies are pretty small. And the hands I know that I can, you know, improve more on making the fingers and all that, but I decided to give him fists because there was no way that I could make good enough fingers to give it an open hand. I did his head separate, and then I used more polymer clay after the body was done and attached that on. I don't know if you can see, but he's got little nipples there. And he has his little boy bits right there. So, yeah, so this is a doll made of polymer clay. I'm pretty impressed with it, actually. And it was just so neat seeing it all come together. But I will be giving him some color this week, and I am going to apply some hair as well. You can actually see there on the top of his head. So he has his soft spot, the fontanelle, right there. Let's see if I can do this properly. It's right here. This is just so amazing. I have such an appreciation for all the work that artists do to, you know, do a full size sculpt so that we then later can either have, you know, the silicone dolls or the vinyl kits to reborn. It's just amazing. I'm so taken up by this now. And so he, I guess you could say, was born today. This is Sunday, February 3rd, 2019. At 3:43 p.m. is when the oven went off for the last time. And from his head to his little heel there, if his legs were straight, he would be 8 inches. And I even weighed him, and he is 2.4 ounces. Of course, he's a male, and his name is Dory. So I hope you like him. When I get him all finished, I will upload another video to show you how he's coming along, and with his hair and everything. But I just want to thank you for joining me as I introduce him to the world. And if you don't know the work of Chenza Dolls, make sure you go find her. She's on Instagram, she's on Facebook, she does have some YouTube videos as well, but she does fantastic work. Her work is so perfect. She probably wouldn't agree with me, but I guess we all feel that we can improve with our work, but she does fantastic work, and she captures the realism, and especially of special needs babies. Oh my gosh, they are gorgeous. And she has two of her creations are coming out in vinyl kits this year. I am so excited, and I cannot wait. One, I think, is a dwarfism baby, and the other one is Down syndrome. And they are beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So make sure you go check out Chenza Dolls, because I know you'll fall in love with her work. And yeah, so if you're new to my channel, make sure that you click subscribe, and that notification bell, because there will be some giveaways coming up and more videos. So make sure that you click that notification bell, and hope you click like on this video. Leave a comment if you want, and hope to see you very soon. Take care, everybody.